Okay, I put you guys in a stand. I'm thinking maybe it's better than making y'all sick. You can sit in a stand. I'd love to show you the way I made the stand, but I can't because it's my stand. But basically it's an Irwin clamp on my iPhone. So, yep, cheap. Just plugged the power in, haven't even turned it on yet. So you're gonna see what I'm gonna see. And if I get some errors, you'll probably see me clicking some keys, resetting, turning it off, whatever. So anyway, here we go. Shows testing memory. Please wait, testing memory. No lights on the top, so that either bulb out or ballast or something. Light on the bottom works. The glass looks great actually. Top glass, belly glass looks really good. Most of the chrome, other than this little part here, that part bums me out because that's a difficult piece to fix or replace. Speakers are cheap and easy. You can obviously do that. There we go, RAM. We have a game mismatch, game ROM mismatch. So anyway, I'll click the key real quick. Non-recoverable data error. Some critical data will be lost. Press test switch for 2 to 3 seconds. So we're going to do that. That's the little white button down here. 1, 2, 3. All I'm doing is following directions in the screen there. So it says please close the main door. Luckily the door closes. Now we're testing memory again. I'm not sure if you can read that from that far away, but it's a hurry up and wait thing. I don't know all the exact procedures on this stuff. I just know there's a key and a button, and I read the instructions in the screen. And then I have some clear chips and stuff for key chips. So if need be, we'll get in deep into that, but just want to see if we can get her up and running here. So I'll go back to looking at this while we're waiting. Oh, it says auto config in progress. Netflix. Okay, wheels are spinning. 1 credit, 25 cents. Meter disconnected. Closure. Call attendant. So that could be anything. There could be all kinds of stuff going on here. So I'm just going to look at it a little bit more, but that's a good sign. Everything kind of came in. So I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I haven't done anything. Still says call attendant, closure, I went inside and grabbed some cash and a few quarters. Since it's a quarter machine, I'm going to try that first, see what happens. Jammed. So that might be a problem. Yeah, it's not giving me any. I don't know if you guys can see in there. Probably not. Okay, so basically coin comparator, nothing in it. So that makes sense. I'll go ahead and set that up and be right back. Okay, so I'll show you what I did. If I can ruin my mount, my fingers out of there. So I added a quarter into the coin comparator. Light comes on, and we'll see if anything happens here. Sorry about the wobbly stuff, I just don't have the right stuff here, but thought I'd do a lot of these. I should start getting them on video. Might help somebody. Okay, so we'll close the door. Still says call attendant. It says meter disconnected. We'll look at that in a bit. Quarter goes right through. Let's check a couple things here. Okay, I'm going to look at a couple things and just make sure nothing's unplugged. I'm basically going to take the door off the bottom, take the hopper out, look around at some cables and plugs, and just see if I can't see what a couple of those errors are. Be right back. Okay, checked for wires. I didn't really see anything disconnected. There was some leaves and debris inside there, so I don't know, this thing might have been outside, or at least in the garage where there was stuff blowing in. But most of the wires look pretty good. You may or may not be able to see down in here, but there is a green cable, there it is, with the butt connector on it. Come on, focus. Anyway, that is the door, because this door for the cache is missing. So that should eliminate that as a problem, or as a potential issue. What we're going to do is we're going to turn it off, and then we'll turn it back on. This door is not playing along now all of a sudden. So we're testing memory. Basic startup sequence. Call attendant. Why would be an attendant? Okay, we just tried again, same thing, got the RAM error. We're going to let it run again, and I think we may have, since it still says door closure, I think we may have a sensor problem there on the door. But we'll let it run its course and see what happens here. Still testing memory. Now that config in progress. Same thing went through last time. I don't hold much faith that this is going to solve it. Said something about the wrong code, so I am going to have to research chips on this thing and make sure I've got the right chip in it. Okay, so I checked cabling, plugs, etc., inside. There's some leaves in there and a lot of dirt, so I think it's been basically sitting in a garage or somewhere where there's leaves blowing, hopefully not outside. But anyway, everything fires up. I think the meter unplugged was this thing. I pulled it out, pushed it back in. It seemed like it went in there a little bit more on the solid side, so that helps. Checked the cache box, plugged it back in, checked a few of the other things. Everything seems to be looking pretty good as far as correct. I'm still getting the door open M, so I'm going to research that. I think that may be here. I'll look at that. And then the other thing is the main battery, so that's something there's a million videos out there for. I'm not even going to get into it, but I'm going to pull the circuit board out, look at that. I might throw at least the look at the circuit on video just so I have record of it myself, but I'm not going to change the battery on video because there's a pile of videos that do that. So anyway, next step for the hot peppers. Be back. Okay, I brought this out in the sun so you can see a little bit better, but unfortunately, that thing's a soldered in battery. Stinks. So I'll have to buy a kit for that. Pull that out, and then here's our chips. Looks like version chip, the base chip, and our steppers. Stepper game 1, stepper game 2. 2005 chips. So I don't know what vintage this is, but this looks like a model 1952-0 board, whatever that means. Okay, well, battery's next. I'll have to cut that thing out of there and then solder a new one in. Okay, we're going to be replacing this watch style battery with a 3.6 volt lithium battery. Same thing. We're just going to solder on these onto the ends of there. So these come with nice little insulators, so we'll leave a little bit of that, bend our wire down, kind of get it all set up, and then we'll solder it on. Okay, not the prettiest thing, but it works. Okay, let's try this again. New battery installed. Go ahead and power it up. Close the door. So we made it through the first reset. We'll just wait now, testing memory. Auto config in progress. Insert coin. Looks like we're good to go. We'll give it a little test run here after I put the glass back in. Okay, we got the glass back in, got the battery changed. All layers cleared. Let's give her a shot, see if it'll take a quarter. All right, takes a quarter. Takes 2 quarters. Takes 3 quarters. Let's try, give it a play. So far, so good. Pays out. Looks good. Okay, let's try the cash thing. See if we can throw some dollar bills in there. We went up 4. Didn't sound like it, but it did. Let's try that again. Let's try a new 10. I don't have much luck with those usually. Oops. That took it. Excellent. I'll just do one more. We'll do a 50 real quick. 54. Everything looks great. Something's a little noisy. Let's give it a spin. I took one of the speakers off, so. Alright, well, so far everything works pretty good, so we'll let her. I'll play with it for a little while, see if I can figure out this light. But other than that, I think we're back in business.